Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. My name is LUNARWASLOST. Sending out a lot of love to you guys. I forgot like my own thing. Okay. Yo, so yeah, intent is so important. I hope I titled the video that, because I'm going to talk about how I got locked out of my account, or one of the reasons it happened. So before October 1st started, my intent going into October was no longer I was going to fall back to my old patterns. My old patterns are, as soon as something starts to grow in my life, I'll delete it and disappear. I'll go ghost on everyone. Now, I don't know where this pattern comes from, but literally a lot of people who know me in my life call me a ghost. They are literally like, yo, you're like a ghost. But I'm like the ghost guru. I pop up, I have so much good like advice and knowledge for people, then I disappear. So it hasn't happened for a while, but what came with that pattern was doubting myself and downplaying myself. So as October 1st hit, like back when I was in high school, my brother said, or like, you know, in my wolf pack, my soul tribe, my brother said, you need to get back to your childlike high school, back to that self. And we all do. A lot of us need to, because as my psychic abilities began to awaken, I definitely got more serious. Especially doing the conscious work, I became a lot more serious than I used to be. But in the past, I was able to be so, like, I was called wise back in middle school. And in the past, I was so playful and wise and able to diffuse anything, not let anything fuck with me. But as soon as the conscious shit came in, that all changed. So then, like, a bad pattern that was, you know, kind of dormant in my life came back, which was deleting everything as soon as it grows. I've had like 3 YouTube channels that right as they started to hit their peak and growing, I would delete and restart. I don't know what this was with me, but over the past maybe 2 years, year, we'll go a year, I no longer deleted stuff. I kept everything. Now when it comes to like smaller things that like aren't really like significant, I delete those. But pretty much what began to come up was I began to doubt myself. But it wasn't with anything to do with this, my YouTube or anything. I started to doubt myself about the knowledge. Funny enough, I'm referencing him. B.O.B. has a song where he literally says in the lyric, don't doubt your intelligence because these niggas are uneducated. And the reason I started to doubt my knowledge was just like, I couldn't believe how, like, I've seen so many views of like, there are like, did you know there's like black people mad at other black people because they feel like the knowledge that they know is hidden knowledge, when it's like, no, you could literally get the books or get anything online. Because I feel like that was genuinely the purpose of the internet, was to make all this stuff obtainable, easy, and free to get, and super easy to access. But there's people like them in existence, and it just blew my mind. It just, everything. I'm a person who piles everybody's shit on my shoulders anyways. And you know, my uncle actually told girls, well, it was a certain girl, but there was different instances where I think it happened, or it came up like a couple times. But told one of, like, I say to this day still is one of my most true loves in this, whatever this fuck is, whatever like this world is that I take a lot, I can take a lot on my shoulders. But when I became conscious and really seen the world for what it was, well, started getting the psychic shit before I claimed to be in the conscious work. And remember, conscious or spiritual, they're just titles. And background noise. I'm just going to try to talk louder than the noise in the background. But as soon as I made a cut, if you notice, I made a cut in the video. Then when I start again, it just starts up, but it was just silent. Oh, I swear this matrix is just so funny. But anyways, point is, I take a lot. I take a lot. So when October 1st hit, what I wanted to put is like basically the intent on my heart, and I'm still there right now. It's a hard battle, because the only one you're fighting in your life is yourself, and then everything else is just secondhand. But who, let me tell you, I'm fighting myself right now. It's insane. Like, when I set these intentions to come into this and the rest of the year, and from this point forward to be like, I'm being the shit that I know I am. Like, I'm being myself. I'm sarcastic. I have fun with this. I don't take it serious. It was almost like my old self wanted to pull me. It was like the real ego death. I know I just made a video talking about an ego death, but this was the real ego death. This was like it was like a part of myself felt I was running away, like running away from you. Like your old obsolete doesn't work, and now I'm becoming this new thing. So, and as I begin to talk about it and also trying to talk, I had to make another cut in the video. Man, this video is gonna be so good. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Listen, so my point to making this was basically when you make a bunch of intense, or like you're about to make a huge reality jump or shift, there are about to be a lot of challenges that jump in the way of that. And I felt for me, I also changed the story. But one of my bros was telling me, yo, I think you need to just take a break. Like, you really do 6 videos a day and you're putting in work like I haven't seen any other YouTuber do, where in my videos, I'm really trying to add value and a bunch of other shit. But, you know, it's don't worry, the energy is compiling. But the funny part is he said I need a break, maybe like a 3-day break. And I got locked out my account. And when I went to reset the account, it said I have to wait like 3 days till they can confirm it's me. That's crazy, because that's what he said. And I got a little bit frustrated, but I changed the story. That's when I went and I shot. It's funny. It's as soon as I begin to start, I come back, like, you know those little cuts that you see happening? During the cut, it's completely silent. I could begin to record, ramps up again. Like right there. So, ready? Silent now. Ready? We're going to start talking. So, anyways, so like I said, locked out of my account. Not only that, files on my computer were corrupted. So I had to factory reset the computer because I was like, what is going on? And I'm usually crafty with computers and a computer whiz, and I can figure it out, but I could not figure out what was corrupting my files. So I said, you know what? Screw it. Don't know. Whatever. And I just reset it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that October update video. I just uploaded it, but I got locked out of my account. So now that's going to delete. And if I reset my computer, I have to delete it. And I was like, bro, I know this is not happening right now. But it made sense because the intent and the terms and conditions that I came into October with, the rules I set for myself, I said 100% from that moment it hits the first. And I'm just using the numbers. Time. I just looked at the time. Look at this. I just looked at the time. Can I catch it? Look at it, and it's 222. If you see down there, it's 222. That's a number I see a lot. But I just literally just glanced over during the video and seen that. But yeah, so I restart. But yeah, as soon as October hit, that I would not go backwards in any of my old ways, no matter what this journey entails. I will be that boss, that motherfucker that I said I'm supposed to be. And funny enough, that was me back in high school. I was more on that energy. I feel like what's crazy then is a lot of people were attracted to that energy because I really did whatever the fuck like I wanted and I seen fit. And I really treated that shit as it was literally me alone. I still like feel alone now, and I have my soul tribe and different people I connect to, like with the spirituality and stuff that, you know, we keep in touch. But as for everything else, nah, I'm really solo in this shit. And that's just what it is. But it started to actually, like, those were the things building up right before October hit. Like, for some reason, the solitude started bothering me, and I'm like, that's weird. That usually doesn't bother me. And just stuff started coming up. So then I started meditating on the certain chakras, figuring it out, and eventually we get here. And I'm going into this, so now I can really feel it though. I really feel a change. It's changing my DNA, and I can feel it physically. Like I can physically feel things almost like releasing or like unlocking. And the best way to explain it, and I really believe this is why they explain the chakra systems of going up the back and the spine and the way everything was created and why the chakras are so important, is because of that feeling. Like it's almost like locks on the back. I feel like locks in certain places, like lower, like below my shoulder blades. And it feels like as I begin to step into that not giving a fuck again, the locks begin to unlock and more magical stuff starts to be able to create. Because I've done weird things with manifestation that I did not even believe that I could make happen, and I've made things happen. So I'm like, okay, now is the time to fully step into this, not go backwards, and take this shit serious. And that's what I'm hopping into now. So I feel good as shit about this. And that's what I wanted to tell you what happened when I got locked out of my account. I actually ended up going to a cemetery. It was super beautiful. I worked with all the spirits or the energy that might be around there. And I shouted them out in the videos, and I did like 4 or 5 videos. It was so amazing. And I was going to upload all of them, but like me, I scrap a lot. So when you see me post a video, just know there was probably clones of those videos beforehand. I put in so much work. I put my heart and soul into this. So that's the point. I do this. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Also, yeah, I cut my hair because, I wanted to restart. I felt like there was too, like, when I thought about growing like out an afro now, I want to grow my hair from good roots. Like I want that cut that I did to be the release. I wanted it to be, you're letting go. All that pattern, all that, like first I grew it out. Then it was like all the shit while it was growing. Then it was the bleach. I like purified it. Like just bleached it. Bleach kills everything. This is the story. And then I cut it off because it was no longer serving me. And now when my hair grows now, I want all these experiences kept in what I grow now. So yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much all I have to say. That was what happened. I got locked out of my account story that just recently happened, and man, that was fucking insane. I was like, shit, I can't upload. I was kind of hurt. Then it was even worse because everything I was working on my computer, I was like, I got to get rid of all the files. But now we're here, so now it doesn't matter, and it's all good. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.